Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome to Try Hack Me walkthrough series. In the last lecture I covered Linux Fundamental Part 2 and today we are going to work on Linux Fundamental Part 3. So in this room we have to cover total 15 tasks. So let's start from task 1. Here you can see that this room covers the following topics: advanced file operators, how you can create new users and groups, and how you can work with shell scripting. Okay, deploy the machine and SSH into the room by using the following credential. Username is this and password is this. So guys, you can work on this machine by SSH with this machine, but right now I'm not going to SSH. I will use Kali Linux machine. The option is yours. You can also use Kali Linux machine or either SSH to this machine to complete this room. Okay, in task 2, here is a cp command. Cp does mainly the same thing as mb move command, except instead of moving the file, it duplicates, copies it. The syntax of cp command is this: cp, then the name of file and then destination. So let's do it practically. If I create here a file by using touch command, touch, and I type file 1 and hit enter, and guys you can see that here a file 1 is created. Okay, now if I want to copy this file to desktop, I will use cp command and then type the name of file which I want to copy and then path where I want to copy this file. So if I move to the desktop, cd home Kali and then desktop. So guys, if I type ls and hit enter, you can see that file 1 is copied here. Okay, in case of move, the file will move from its completely move from its previous location to new location. I want to move file 1 from desktop to Kali. I type move file and then path. The path is move and Kali and hit enter. If I type ls, guys you can see that from desktop this file is disappear as it moved to the Kali folder. Now if I type cd dot and then check here file 1 is present or not, you can see that file 1 is present here. So hope so you can understand the basic difference between cp and move command. Okay, in task 3, here is a cd command and make directory command. If I want to switch between different files, folder and directories, I can use cd command. Guys, if I type here ls, you can see that all these content is present in Kali. If I want to move from Kali to document, I can type cd and then document and hit enter. Now you can see that I'm in document directory. If I type ls and hit enter, there is no content present in document folder. So guys, now if you want to switch from document to download, I just type cd one step back by using double dot, and then I can use cd and then type download. Okay, if I type ls and hit enter, here is no content present on download folder. So if I want to move one step back, I will use cd double dot. Okay, if I want to move multiple step back, I can use cd slash sign and then hit enter. Now you can guys see that I jump from Kali and home directly to root folder. Mean to say, double slash will be used to move multiple step back, and double dot will use to move one step back. Okay, now let's try mkdir command. Basically, mkdir command will use to create new directory. If I type here mkdir and then new directory, new dir and hit enter and then type ls, you can see guys, here is a new directory is created on root. You can see here new dir is present here. This one. Okay, student, if you want to create multiple directories at a time by using this command, then it's also possible. I type make dir and I type d1, then d2, d3, d4, d5 and hit enter. Now if I check all these directories are created or not, you can see that d1, d3, d5, d4 are present here. So multiple directories can also be created by using make directory command. Okay, now it's time to solve the question. The question is that using relative path, how would you cd to your home directory? Okay, how I can move to my home directory? So guys, I can move to my home directory by using cd and tilde sign and hit enter. Now guys, you can see that I am present in home directory. Basically, this is the home directory. The next question is that using absolute path, how would you make a directory called test in temp folder? Okay, try to understand the question. I have to make a new directory, that is test, where I have to make this directory in temp folder. So I can use make directory command, and then the destination path and then the name of new directory and hit enter. So the new directory, that is test, is created in temp folder. Okay, let's move to the task 4. Guys, in task 4 we are going to learn about ln command. It's basically a shortcut from link. One of those is what known as hard linking, which completely duplicates the file and link the duplicate to the original copy. So student, basically ln command can be used to create hard linking between two files. The syntax of this command is as ln, then source and then destination. Okay, let's try it practically. If I type here echo and then type some content, I tried this is try hack me third lab, and then I want to redirect this output in file 5 and hit enter. Okay, if I want to see the content of this file, I will use cat command and hit enter. Guys, you can see the content of file 5. Now if I type here ln, I want to link file 5 to file 6 and hit enter. Now in this situation, what will be the content of file 6? Guess? Yes, definitely. The content of file 6 should be, this is try hack me third lab. Why it should be this? As I link file 5 to file 6. Now if I type cat file 6 and hit enter, guys, you see the content of file 6 is here. Okay. So ln command is also used to create a symbolic link. Okay, how you can create a symbolic link between two files by using link command? The syntax is this: ln, then switch -s, then file and then destination. Okay, let's try it practically. If I want to create symbolic link, I will use ln command, then switch -s and then file name which I want to link, that is file 5, and the destination I will use file 7. And before going to this, I want to show that here on in root ls-la and hit enter. Here no file 7 is present here. You can see, guys, here you can see file 5, file 6 is present, but no file 7 is present here. If I want to create a symbolic link between these files, I will use ln and then type, I will use the switch -s and then name of file which I want to link, that is file 5, and then new file 7 and hit enter. Okay guys, if I type ls and -la and hit enter, now you can see that here file 7 is symbolic link with the file 5. Okay, you can check this. File 7. Before that, file 7 is not here, but as I link file 5 to file 7, so guys, you can see file 7 is here. File 7, and then symbolic link is represented by arrow sign, and then the link file shown, that is file 5. So guys, if now I want to show the content of file 7 to you, the content of file 7 should be like that, the content of file 5. Okay, if I type here, so guys, you can see the content of file 7 is here. It's something like that, the content of file 5. Okay, hope so now you understand the concept of ln command. The question is that how would you link home test to test files and temp test? Try to understand the question. How would you link? How would you link? Basically, this is the file name which you should link to this file. Okay guys, you can link by using ln command. I will type here ln, then the file which I want to link, that is home/test, and then test file, and then temp/test, and hit enter. Then successfully you can link between these two files. Right now, as these files are not created, so here you can see some error, but the method is this. Okay, let's move to the next task, that is find command. Okay, basically find command will use to find some specific files. If I type here find, then slash, and then tmp and hit enter, so guys, you can see that all the content which are present in temp folder will shown here. Okay, students, by using find command, you can use find dir and -user to list every file owned by a specific user. If you want to show some specific file that is owned by any specific user, you can use this syntax. Okay guys, if you want to list those files that are owned by some specific group, then you can use this syntax, find dir and then group name. Okay, if I type here find, then slash, and then user root, it will display all the content that is owned by root user. You can see that this command shows all the content that is owned by root user. Okay, now it's time to solve the question. The question is that how do you find files that have specific permissions? Okay guys, if you want to find some files that have specific permission, then how you can find such files? You can use -perm switch with find command. Okay, how would you find all the files in home directory? Guys, the question is that if you want to show all the files which are present in home directory, then which command you can use? You can use find and then slash and then home. From home you want to see all files, and slash will denote all files. The next question is that how would you find all the files owned by Paradox on the whole system? Try to understand the concept of this question. Students, in this question you have to show all files that is owned by this user. Basically Paradox is the user. So let's do it practically. So if I want to check the present user of this OS, I will type cat etc and then password and hit enter. So guys, oops, there is spelling mistake. It's etc cat etc and then password and hit enter. So all these users are present in this operating system. I have to create Paradox user and then show all the files of this user. Here you can see all these users are present. Okay, how I can create a new user? I will use add user command, add user and then name of user, that is Paradox, and hit enter. Right now, if I type
pretend to know how you feel. Either you won't or you will, but I'll give it a try. Even if you're too blind to see, and even if you look right through me, I never thought it would be easy. Say the words, say the words. Even if the world stops breathing.
Now I'm going to check new user is created or not by using cat etc and then password and hit enter. So guys, you can see that here new user is created, that is Paradox. Now the question is that how would you find all the files owned by this user? I want to show you all the files of this user. I can use this command, that is find /user and then name of the user. I'm facing some internet problem, so sorry for that guys. User Paradox, Paradox, and then hit enter. So now you can see all the files that are owned by this user is here. The correct answer will be find /user and then Paradox. So let's move to the next task, that is grep command. Okay, basically grep command will use to find some specific data from multiple data. If I create here a file by using nano command, I type here nano and then name of file I create today.txt and hit enter, and then I type some content here into this file. Here you can see that the content of this file, that is 123 admin root and tor. If I type here cat and then file name and then I will use grep command and then admin and hit enter. Now you can see that grep command find me the some specific data from this file. Okay guys, if I type here cat etc then password and then grep command and then type root here and hit enter. Now guys, you can see that the grep command display only the root user and its detail. if I use cat etc and password only without using grep command and hit enter, now what will happen? It will display all the users. Okay, now hope so you can understand the concept of grep command. Here you can see that all users are shown. Now if I want to show the detail of paradox, I can use command by this. So this command will show all the detail about a paradox user. If I hit enter, you can see that the detail of this user. So guys, it's time to answer the question. Question is that what flag lists the number of every string found? So if I type here man, and then guys you can check all the flag list of find command by using man command. So the correct answer will be -n. As I am facing some internet problem, it takes too much time to load, so practically right now I can't show you, but the correct answer you can find by using man command. Okay, the next question is that how would I search for the string boop in the file fortname in a directory temp? Mean to say we have to find a file. The file is this from this directory. Okay, so I can use grep command, then and then the string, that is boop, and then the directory from where I want to find, and then the file. Basically this is the file name, this is the content of file which I want to show, and then this is the directory where this file is present. Okay, so guys, this is today's lecture. In this lecture I have covered total 6 tasks of this room. The rest of tasks I will cover in my next video. Till that, keep practice and then doing of Try Hack Me walkthrough. Stay tuned in, and Allah Hafiz.